Welcome to News 9, and we have a special guest with us, Ashish Gupta, Brand Director, Skoda India, and the reason is this lovely looking Octavia RS. Ashish sir, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we are at a fantastic place where performance matter. And for this car also, performance, this is a pinnacle of performance if I say.
Right.
To start with, if I say, what is the biggest reason to bring Octavia RS back to India?
No, I think, this is a very special year for Skoda in India. We are celebrating 25 years of our being in India. And if you look at it, and we were discussing internally, how do you celebrate this kind of a milestone, So nothing better than the Octavia, because the Octavia has defined the Skoda brand in India. And on top of that, the RS badge has been the pinnacle of Skoda's engineering. So it was a natural fit that if you're celebrating 25 years of legacy, then the Octavia RS is the fitting, tribute to that legacy.
Only 100 units, and those 100 units were sold in just 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So for all those Skoda customers, and especially the Octavia RS lover, what's going to be the next window that will open?
No, I think along with the Octavia RS lovers, I think there are a lot of Skoda lovers. We have this has been our best year ever. More than 61,000 sales in India. Almost 8,500 customer deliveries in October. So the brand is very relevant right now. So the whole objective of actually showcasing the Octavia RS, I wouldn't even say that it was a sale of the Octavia RS. It was a showcase of the Octavia RS. The whole objective was how can you bring that same love into our volume cars as well. So that objective, I think, is more or less on way. But having said that, this car, as you said, was sold out in 20 minutes. We had more than 350 bookings. We could deliver only 100 cars. So definitely this also gives us a lot of confidence to get more cars into India early next year.
This is a car, Ashish, that I can talk for hours.
Yeah.
Because I have experienced this car. I know the capabilities of this car, and the place that I'm right now, and we are standing and chatting is something that keep your auto enthusiasts out in open. But market is also important,
Yeah.
right? And market at the moment after Diwali seems to be very, very positive. As you said, it's been a record month for Skoda in India. But how do you see the next 6 months, or maybe a long-term 1-year perspective for Skoda and for the automotive industry?
No, I think, the GST changes are momentous. I am 50 years old right now, and in my 50 years, I've never heard car prices going down. They have only gone up. So that's the scale of what is happening around us. And I think this is not a 1 month or 2 month phenomena. This will fundamentally change how the Indian market operates. It will also fundamentally change how the segmentation and the market dynamics are in the Indian market. And as you said, Diwali was, this time the festive season was the best ever. But I do see this momentum continuing into November, December and into future years as well. So that is a very encouraging sign. I think this has also made, mobility and cars very accessible to a larger portion of Indian customers. So very welcome change, which is helping the entire industry and helping India as well.
Fantastic. When we're talking about mobility, there are a number of fuel options also. We keep on talking about, other than petrol, electric. You have already gave us a hint and the plan, what's next.
Yep.
What about the other powertrains? In case of diesel, is there anything specific or special that we could see in future?
No, I think, diesel is of course available and is always an option, but we have to be realistic and look at how the segmentation is developing in India. In the Kailak segment, which is the largest segment, diesel is a smaller share. I think the bigger share is petrol and CNG. So I would definitely, first of all, look at what is physically possible and, economical possible in the realm of powertrains available to us. For me, I think, the next progression, at least in the Kailak, has to be for us to consider a CNG option available in the Kailak. In terms of other powertrains, EV, of course, we are working on. But having said that, even diesel, even hybrid is not off the table, and we will continue to discuss and bring more options.
Fantastic. More options, more collaborations, and more exciting news for, people like us. But, talking about collaboration, Ashish, there is something that interesting, that I was completely hooked to, because I have seen, collaborations with stars, collaborations with, different societies. But this music piece and the way bringing back a legend, and there is another legend, and there is a legend instrument, if I say, you are getting back. So what is that all about?
No, I think, if you look at it, the Octavia is a legend, is an icon, and is a classic. But at the same time, the Octavia and especially the RS has been evolving over time, starting from the first generation to the fourth generation that we are sitting together. So this is a culmination of legendary status, iconic status, a classic status with modernity, with innovation. So that is the association we have built also with another icon, Rishabh Sharma, who blends classic Indian music, a classic Indian instrument like the sitar with modernity. It is about that goosebump inducing moment. When you drive the Octavia and you're sitting inside the cockpit, the rush that it gives you and the isolation it gives you from the noise around you, I think, and the music it creates is something which also finds resonance in Rishabh Sharma's music. So I think this is a match made in heaven.
Thank you, Ashish, for sharing time, and thank you for, bringing these lovely performance car into the Indian market, which keeps us happy and smiling.